Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Well, it's official. We reached the halfway point of the regular season. Still a lot of work left to do, though, as we're away in Week 9. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Go.
First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
They kick the running back in motion.
18 Cardinal.
Back to throw now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Seven Pirates. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bisons. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. That's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions.
3rd and long for him here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Ready.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Comeback team. Buffalo 8. Panther 60. Panther 60. 70 Rangers. 70.
They're going to try to throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Line up the design keeper. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Here's a design line. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Come on, set.
They'll throw to start the drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throw here, third down. He throws a bullet to the center. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders finish off their opening drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Check pass. 60 Eagles. 60. Ready.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is a textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On the set.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Let's go now. 19 touch. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18 Rebels. 60 Vultures. 7 Pirates.
Pass play now. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Now the Eagles ready to attempt a 2-point conversion. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. Cut the end zone, so the touchdown and the 2-point pass break the tie. Give him an 8-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking quickly here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
1st down from the 42.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 1.
He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Here we go. Here we go. Back to 50. Back to 50.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Finds his man Gray. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense in the hurry up here.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders can tie it up in the 2nd after coming into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19. 19. 69. 19.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's out of bounds. A flag is out as well, but the offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
19 right. 7 up. 79 gross.
Pass play coming here. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be brought down as he sets his offense up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On the jump.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Putting a receiver in motion. They're going to try with the wideout. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead to 7. Not sure we can call these gadget plays anymore, partner. Not like we could in the early 2000s, right? Because receivers who can run it, well, they become an important part of many NFL offenses, especially down in the red zone.
And that's because the reality you face is there's only so many conventional plays. Really, there's only so many reps you can get in during the practice week, so many different opportunities and traditional sets. But when you got an outlier like this, when you got a wide receiver who can run it like a running back, it presents a whole other set of issues for defenses.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Hold the ready.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Plowing up the middle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball, make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
35-yard line.
Ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Come on. Hey. Ready.
He's dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's the snap on 4th. Throw left side, complete. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
Here we go. Here we go.
They are throwing it again. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Complete over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. Goes to the hurry up here.
First down.
Panther 60.
First
Panther
and
60.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
That's completed out to the right. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Viking 18. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Get up.
They'll run it from the gun. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return coming here from the 12. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Cowboy 80, Dragon 60. Trap 50, trap 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw here on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40, and it's 2nd and 10. Looking in the air here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Cade, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They'll throw 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Come on. 18, find it.
They're going for this. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Quick to the left, it's caught. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Bronco 80, 70 Lions. Go.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Start. Panther 60. Panther 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey.
3rd and long for him here. Has it down close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
A field goal to To me, it's all about optics. Down by a little or up by a little. And either way, Kate, well, they know they got to raise their game in the second half.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Okay,
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
70, hop 70. Dragon 60. Corner 70.
Back to throw it. They connect on the deep shot. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go street.
Running this one left. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first. First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. 19 Chargers.
Back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
A quick throw completed out to the left. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. Offense to the line for second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Get it.
That one's out and cut on the right side. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. I'm trying to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Viking 8. Ready.
They'll run. This is Gray. He's going to have the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they dialed up that one at the right time, Brock. Pretty clear the defense was expecting pass, and they couldn't pivot when he got it as a runner instead.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make that mistake again, are they? Now how versatile these wide receivers are in today's game. It's one of the big transitions, Kate, over the last decade. You always used to see Jerry Rice and John Taylor just lined up scoring touchdowns on the perimeter. Not so fast anymore. These wide receivers today, so versatile, and he showed off that on that play.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He finds Brown right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
Second and 6. At the 39-yard line.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
18, here we go. Trap 50, trap 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll run here on 1st down. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
It's exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Back to the wall again. And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
All flag is down here. This might be a free play. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Little bit of help with the penalty, but still quite a daunting 3rd down for him here.
Here we go. Start. Panthers. Ready.
Throw here. 3rd down. Taking a shot deep here. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. He'll throw it. He's got it inside the 10. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The command. Lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders lead by 15 now.
Commanders 38, Eagles 23.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Mustang 19.
Airing it out to start this drive. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down.
Trap 50, 19 tight. That's good. Buffalo, Cougar 19. Warriors 70.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Dragon 6, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here he goes, third and long.